We seem to have found ourselves in a pretty rough spot and not exactly sure what we should do next. We've managed to make Eleanor hate us. Catherine still kind of sort of acts like our friend, but she never really was our friend. Keith is actually still friends with us, but he's having issues of its own, and we're finding out a lot of the issues we've had. I don't know where we're going with this. Let's talk about Anne. How have you been lately? Well, it's hard to put it all into words, but things have been kind of great. I just kind of want to smack her. Really? That good? Keith's just, I don't know. I've never had anyone make me this happy before. Oh. Well, I'm glad you're happy with him. Everything at school was really starting to get me down before. I don't think Catherine knows how miserable she was making me. Was it really that bad? Yeah, it really was. But it doesn't matter anymore. I don't care what she says. She can't hurt me now. At least we frickin' helped one person. At least we're not absolutely terrible. I'm glad things are working out for someone around here. Sorry, here I am rambling on about how great things are when I know you're having a tough time. Don't worry about me. I'll get through it. Be happy for yourself. Don't let me bring you down. Yeah, I guess. Thanks. I'll try.
Anne was happier than I'd ever seen her.
Oh.
She had no idea how bad that made me feel, but I knew it wasn't her fault.
Oh, man. Maybe Anne'll have kind words about Grandma passing? Oh no, Anne's parents all died before she was born. And her dad's relatives all live in Australia? Huh. That is a little bit odd, Anne. Alright. You know what I think we need to do? We need to go talk to John. Find out what John's side of the story is, and if he's willing to tell us what went on. Even though, pretty sure we already know. Hi, John. Hey there. What can I do for you? Ha ha, yeah. Alright, so we're going to talk about school first. We'll go in order. Mom says I don't have to go to school for a while. Alright, for some, isn't it? I wouldn't mind a bit of time off myself. Don't you ever go on a holiday? Yeah, I've gone away a couple of times. I try not to, though. Somebody has to keep this place looking nice. You know, and keep the trees out of the ground floating above it. Uh-huh. Well, I'm glad I don't have to go to school. I'll bet. School could be rough, huh? Bet you know it's important. Doesn't really seem important most of the time. Trust me, I'm not so old I can't remember what it was like. But when you're older, you'll be thankful for what you learned at school. Huh. You say so, buddy. Dad or Mom? Ooh. We're gonna talk about Dad. I was talking to my dad earlier. Oh, how's he doing? It's been a long time since I saw him. I wonder why. He's got a new girlfriend. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm guessing you're not feeling too good about it, though. Am I on the right track? Is it wrong to feel bad about it? No, not at all. He's got to know that bringing someone new into your life isn't something that's easy to accept. I'd wager the reason he told you is that he's looking for your permission. Why would he need my permission? My parents never even asked my opinion on anything. After all, they didn't ask my permission to break up. I'm sure it looks that way, but they care about what you think. Nobody thinks it's easy for you right now. I don't want to talk about it. Sorry, I should have mentioned. Just this thing with your dad. You should try and see it from his point of view. I tried it, but I just can't. Forget about how it might affect you for a moment. Your dad's not that old. He's got his whole life ahead of him to figure out. He just wants you to let him try. He'll do what he wants to do anyway, no matter what I say. I think you'd be surprised. If you pushed him out about it, he'd probably stop seeing her. But surely that's not what you really want.
John told me my dad was looking for my permission to date Rachel. I found it hard to believe Dad cared that much what I thought.
Dad probably does care that much about what you think. How about Mum? What happened between you and my mother? Is he really gonna tell us? I don't think he'll tell us. Whoa, that's a big, pointed question. Mom and Dad won't tell me why they broke up, but I know it had something to do with you. Look, I don't think we should really be talking about this. It's not my place to interfere, especially not if your parents have made the decision not to share it with you. I'm gonna be manipulative because I just wanna... Oh, no, I'm not supposed to be a mean person. We're just gonna be blunt. It's too late for that now. You already did interfere, and now we're not a family anymore because of you. Oh, that's rough, buddy. I made a mistake, and I wish I could take it back. I'm sorry I hurt you and your parents. I never meant for anything like that to happen. It's not easy for me either. Why? What happened to you? This is a small town. I didn't just lose the two people who were my closest friends. I lost everyone. This is why. I'm actually planning on leaving in the new year. What? But I really liked him. Like, now that they're already fucking broken up, why don't Mom and John just get back together? I'm sorry. I didn't realize. It's fine. I've made my own mess, done enough damage. The least I can do is accept the consequences with good grace. I just want things to be the way they were before. We can't always have what we want, and too often things don't stay the way we want them. Listen, perhaps you should speak to your dad about all this. I already did. I'm sure, but this time, really listen to what he's saying. Try to think about what he's dealing with before you say anything rash.
I may never find out exactly what happened with Mum and John, but it seems like it hurt everyone pretty badly.
It really did hurt everybody badly. I guess we'll go talk to Dad again. Here we are, ready to talk to Dad. Let's see what he has to say about the whole scenario. Hi, Dad. Hi, hon. What brings you all the way over here? It's like he says the same thing every time. Separation. Let's talk about that. I talked to Mom and John. I thought you said John didn't visit anymore. He doesn't. I went to see him. So, what did they have to say? They told me that you're looking for my approval with the Rachel thing. That you want me to move on with your life. Look, honey, it's not like I'm leaving any of you behind. What about Mom? You've already left her. She's always going to be part of my life, just not in the same way she was before. What about me? That's different. I will love you forever, and no matter what happens with Rachel, it won't change anything between us. You're my daughter, and you always will be. Oh. Then why do you need Rachel as well? Being alone, it's not good for me, honey. You'll understand one day. I mean, look at this place. I'm barely holding things together. And you think Rachel will help you with that? She's been there for me. She's the only thing keeping me together at this moment. Oh. We need to be understanding because it's our dad. And we need to keep him together. Our life is shit right now, but guess what? Making his life worse is not going to help ours. It's hard, but I get it. I'm glad you found someone who makes you happy. Thank you for understanding. Things are really difficult for all of us right now. It's been a great help to have Rachel around to help me through this.
I told Dad I understood that he had to get on with his life. It hurt, but I want him to be happy.
Yeah. Looks like our journal is ready to add a couple more pages, so we'll head back home. Here we are, heading back into our room. See what the journal has for us today.
The Man and the Mirror. Marvin was lonely. His friends had harassed him until he'd agreed to come to the carnival, but he'd rather have been at home. Everywhere he went, it was like he could almost see her, but it was never her. She hadn't been there in a long time. He escaped the group as they headed for the roller coaster. His eyes had been caught by something much more mysterious, the Hall of Truth. The old man outside promised that whomever entered would have their truest desires made real before their eyes. Marvin stood in the hall of toy mirrors distorting his shape in unnatural ways and decided this had been a mistake. He tried to leave but found he was lost in an endless maze of mirrors. He was fed up and wanted to go home. Then something in the reflection caught his eye. He was not alone. Every mirror showed a moment of revelry between him and his friends. So many good times. He wandered the labyrinth of magic mirrors, desperately seeking the right one, where she was still with him. He awoke to sunlight as the carnival was disassembled around him. His night of searching had led to nothing but exhaustion. The old man who ran the store laughed at Marvin. It's hard, isn't it, to face what we truly need when our minds are clouded with things we want. Marvin went home, unsure if it had all been a dream, and even more unsure of what kind of person he had become.
Whoa. That's kind of crazy. Wow. I have one thing to say. That is the craziest carnival and has the most intense attractions that I have ever heard of in any carnival ever before. Like, roller coaster, that was legit. Hall of Truth that you're in so long that they take the carnival down around you, that's some crazy shit. But it's a new day. I think we'll start that off with a new episode. So I'll see you next time for Miss Bizz, Let's Play Journal. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.